Coca-Cola, also known as Coke, is a beverage manufacturing plant that is now the third richest food manufacturing company in the world. In this video we are going to tell the history of Coca-Cola from the beginning to see how the company has achieved its current success, what its products are and what position it currently has in the global market and the food industry.
Acquaintance with Coca-Cola. The company's drinks are consumed in all countries of the world except Cuba and North Korea. The highest consumption of this soft drink is in Mexico, and according to published statistics, each Mexican citizen consumes 745 Coca-Cola drinks annually.
Published data shows that more than 94% of the world's population knows the brand, and the word Coca-Cola is the most recognized word in the world after the word OK.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. 可口可乐
Cola. Coca-Cola.
好好好乐
Reports show that more than 90% of the world's population recognizes Coca-Cola's red and white logo, and according to recent estimates, the average person drinks a Coke every 4 days.
Coca-Cola has become so popular in countries around the world that in some countries it is seen as a symbol of Western culture and the capitalist lifestyle, and in some cases it has been heavily countered by the brand's products.
The birth of Coca-Cola. The brand was created in the 19th century by John Stith Pemberton in Atlanta, Georgia. Pemberton was an American colonel who was wounded during the American Civil War, and his use of morphine to reduce his pain caused him to become addicted to the substance.
In 1886, his efforts led to the production of an energizing drink in his pharmacy, the Eagle Drug and Chemical House in Columbus, Georgia, which was actually a tonic drink and became the model for making similar beverages. This led to the birth of the Coca-Cola brand in the same year by Pemberton.
In 1888, he sold the rights to the brand to Asa Griggs Candler, which was the starting point for Coca-Cola's success today, as the specific marketing techniques used by Candler made it the most prominent brand in the beverage industry.
In 1889, the first Coca-Cola beverage company was founded. Each bottle of Coca-Cola was sold from 1886 to 1959 at a price of 5 cents per bottle. The first bottle of Coca-Cola was removed from the Denarn Candy Company in 1891 in Beidsburg, Nitschip.
The first commercial beverage vending machine was launched in 1914. In 1994, the first 1 billion gallons of Coca-Cola syrup produced by the company was sold, and in 1985 the first can of Coca-Cola was sold.
1985, Big Risk. In 1985, something important happened in Coca-Cola's history, and in this year the company decided to change its formula to make new beverages as New Coke, and loyal customers of Coca-Cola welcomed the new flavors of their favorite soft drinks.
But New Coke did not have a good fate because many Coca-Cola customers liked the same flavor, and the protests over this caused the company to continue making the formula and continue to supply the soda with the formula Coca-Cola Classic, and sales of New Coke beverages continued, but the name changed to Coke II in 1992. It was completed and ceased production in 2002.
Coca-Cola formula. Currently, the formula for making Coca-Cola beverages is strictly protected as a trade secret, and with the exception of 2 of the company's executive directors, no one has access to the full formula. The company's original formula has been kept in a high-security safe in Atlanta for 89 years. In 2007, an employee of the company tried to come up with the formula and sell it to Coca-Cola's main competitor, Pepsi, but not only failed to do so, but was also sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Coca-Cola beverage ingredients. Currently, a typical can of Coca-Cola with a volume of 330 milliliters contains 38 grams of sugar, 50 grams of sodium and 140 calories, and 9.8 grams of caffeine per 100 milliliters of this soda.
Coca-Cola famous logo design. The company's famous logo was created in white and red in 1885 by Frank Mason Robinson with Spencerian script, a kind of Latin calligraphy. It was formed in the middle of the 19th century in the United States, and at that time it was the main line used to write official handwriting. Spencer's line was used only to design the Coca-Cola logo and was not used in any other logo.
Bottle design. The first glass bottles of Coca-Cola drinks, now called contour bottles, were invented in 1915 by Earl Ardeen, the bottle designer, and Harold Beard, the company's general counsel, carried on. This year, the company organized a competition between bottle designers, asking them to design a special bottle that is completely different from competing bottles, and that the bottle should be designed so that even if it is dark or even broken, people will know at first glance that the bottle belongs to Coca-Cola.
The first Coca-Cola ad was published in Atlanta magazine in 1886. In the ad, Coca-Cola claimed that the company's soft drinks strengthen nerves and relieve fatigue. Coca-Cola began advertising in the 1920s using the image of Santa in his famous costume. In fact, today's Santa Claus image was created thanks to this Coca-Cola ad. Coca-Cola's primary goal of using Christmas and Santa Claus in its advertising campaign was to try to prevent the decline in its soda sales during the winter.
One of Coca-Cola's most important promotional actions was the purchase of Columbia Pictures to promote its soda in its films. Interestingly, in 1950, a picture of Coca-Cola was printed on the cover of Time magazine, and this was the first time a product had been seen on the Times. Sponsorship was another influential advertising method for Coca-Cola. The company has been sponsoring all the cycles of the Summer and Winter Olympics since 1928 and plans to sponsor the world's largest sporting events until the 2032 Olympics.
There's even a 1985 movie called The Coca-Cola Kid, whose protagonist is a Coca-Cola marketing executive who is trying to increase sales of the company's products in Australia.
Coca-Cola's main rival. Pepsi is Coca-Cola's main competitor, and the company's drinks have the highest sales rate after Coca-Cola drinks. Even in some countries, the company's drinks sell more than Coca-Cola drinks.
Pepsi began selling soft drinks in the United States in the 1940s and tried to charm most African American citizens by ignoring them. The company also tried to overtake Coca-Cola in sales by accusing Coca-Cola of its reluctance to hire black employees and being racist.
Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Coca-Cola contributed a lot to the recognition of the McDonald's brand. Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's chain restaurants, signed a contract with Coca-Cola in 1955, and based on this agreement, in the early days of the brand's inception, he used Coca-Cola's offices to provide his services and grow, and now McDonald's is Coca-Cola's largest customer.
According to published statistics, Coca-Cola is now the sixth most valuable company in the world. According to statistics published in 2013, Coca-Cola drinks are sold in more than 200 countries worldwide, and 1.8 billion of the company's drinks are consumed daily. According to the Fortune 500 in 2018, the company is the 87th highest-earning company in the United States.
Coca-Cola's net worth, which has more than 91,000 employees, is reported to be $286 billion in 2022. The company's annual revenue is about $40 billion, and its annual net profit is $10.307 billion. The fortune of James Quincy, CEO of Coca-Cola and owner of 110,000 shares of the company, is $41 billion.
Coca-Cola has more than 500 subsidiary brands operating in the beverage industry, ranging from brands active in tea and coffee production, to juices, mineral water and sports energy products in Cambodia. Coca-Cola's sub-brands have not only been established in the Americas and are scattered throughout parts of the world.
This was the history of the Coca-Cola Company from the time of its founding to the present day. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you consume Coca-Cola or Pepsi products? Leave a comment.
Don't forget to like the video and subrate the channel to see more videos.
La 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 la.